Dr. Nigel Sparks is back with me, orthopedic surgeon at the Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. And when we last spoke with you, we were talking about soccer and how you got to Penn State, but soccer's been a big part of your life and actually put you through medical school.
Yeah, as a Canadian, we don't have access to American loans to pay for med school, and med school can be pretty expensive in the States. So, I mean, this is about finding a way to pay for, medical school, and soccer just happened to fall into place. It was,
Well, tell me about that. You're finishing up college, and all of a sudden you get this opportunity to play professional soccer.
Yeah, I was, finishing up at Penn State and knew that, I had just applied to medical school and finished taking my tests, and I was like, now I got to find a way to pay for it, and looking into the whole loans and stuff, and I got a call from Russ Naylor, who was an ex-Penn State soccer player and was the owner of the Philadelphia Freedom at the time, and he said, hey, we have this team down here, what do you think about coming down and playing for us? And I said, well, can you help me out with med school? And Russ was like, sure, we can help you out with that, and fell into place.
So did you play with him the entire time you were in medical school?
Yeah, my senior year, or my last year of medical school, I didn't play. So the first 3 years I played. And then once I started my rotations and got too busy, that's when I stopped. That was my last, that was when I finished up, was my last year with Philadelphia Freedom.
What were some of your highlights?
Let's see. Yeah, at the time, Philadelphia Freedom was part of the USISL, which was sort of a feeder league for the NASL, which is now the league that the Armada plays in.
Right.
Coming full circle. But yeah, I was all conference with the USISL conference, being on the Philadelphia Freedom. It was different because I would transition in and out in between med school classes and stuff, and traveling with the guys and playing the games. And
well, did you ever think about putting med school on hold and saying, hey, let me give my shot at this full speed?
Yeah, well, what I actually did right after I spent my time with the Canadian Olympic team, and then in 1992, right before I was about to go back to school for my senior year, I actually got a call from a scout for Liverpool, which is a Premier League team.
Yeah, big time.
And they wanted me to come over and train on a 2-week trial, and then possibly train with the first team and play with them. And at the time, I had just missed a whole semester because of the Olympics and because of the Olympic team. And I was like, so I spoke to the coach, and I was like, well, if I take these 2 weeks, I'm probably going to miss another year. And it was sort of, look, I was nervous. I didn't think I was able to make it at that level. And I said, look, I don't want to take that opportunity. So I passed on the opportunity, and probably regret it a little bit, but yeah. Well,
you mentioned the Olympics. Was a highlight that had to be huge for your time playing soccer? You were a part of the Canadian Olympic team.
Yeah, that was, a lot of fun. Difficult traveling in and out of school from Penn State and having to take exams and study on the road. But yeah, I got to see a lot of different places, travel the world, and compete against some of the best players in the world. You can't beat that.
It had to be tough maintaining med school through that process.
Yeah, the med school came afterwards, and that was it's the same thing. I'd sort of done it through college, so playing for Philadelphia. It just, for me, I was already in that routine, so I just kept up with that routine. And it was just a matter of time management, being able to manage my time and knowing, how much time I had to study, when I had to study, and when I had to train.
So how about now? Now you're the team doctor for the Armada.
Yeah.
Been playing soccer, most of your life. Then I guess you still get out and play any night?
Yeah, I kick around a little bit. Not the player I used to be, but I still get out there and kick around. It's interesting how it comes full circle, and now being on the sideline and watching the Armada, and they got some talented players. It's actually pretty soccer to watch. It's fun, a lot of fun.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing a lot of good things out of the Armada, and of course you'll be helping those guys stay on the field. And if you're watching this and you need some ligament or tendon work, make sure to get out and see Dr. Nigel Sparks, Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute. Thanks for stopping by today.
You're welcome. Thank you.